was supposed to be a short hike. Sunlight spilled through the trees in golden shafts as I stepped onto the narrow trail behind Black Hollow Ridge. I'd heard about the forest, how no map could pin it, how the trail signs disappeared after a few hundred feet. But I needed solitude, a break. After everything with my brother's disappearance, I couldn't breathe in town anymore. The air turned colder before the sun even touched the horizon. I thought maybe it was elevation, but something else changed too. Less birdsong, more stillness. The path narrowed, and I kept walking, branches scratching lightly at my jacket. That's when I noticed the trail behind me had vanished. I spun, confused. Where dirt should have been, there were only roots and pine needles. No footprints, no broken twigs. It was as if the forest had healed behind me. Panic fluttered in my chest. I pulled out my phone. No signal. Of course. I turned back and pressed forward, telling myself the path had simply shifted. It happens. Woods shift. Leaves cover trails. Nothing unnatural. Right? Twilight fell like a shroud. Shadows stretched long between the trees, and fog hugged the ground like a ghost trying to breathe. The scent of moss and something damp, almost rotting, coated the air. That's when I heard it. A whisper. Not wind. A voice. Just behind me. I turned. No one. I walked faster. The forest felt tighter, like the trees were leaning in, watching. Another whisper, closer. This time, I recognized the voice. Elijah, my brother's name, soft, pleading. I froze. He'd been gone 6 months, vanished on a camping trip in these very woods. They found his gear, his blood, but no body. I'd never believed he was dead, not fully, but this voice, it sounded like him, broken, hollow. I followed it. The trees grew stranger, twisted like they'd tried to escape something underground. Their bark was scarred, blackened. The fog was denser here, clinging to my legs like hands. I walked for what felt like hours, chasing the voice, losing sense of time. Then I saw the clearing. Moonlight spilled down through a jagged opening in the canopy. Stone ruins sat in a wide circle, ancient and half-buried in the moss. Symbols, crude and spiraling, were etched into each one. I couldn't read them, but my stomach turned just looking. In the center, a tree, black as shadow, split at the base like a gaping mouth. Something hung from its branches. Ropes? No, hair. Then I saw them. Figures. Pale. Barefoot. Silent. Lined up along the stone circle, heads bowed. I couldn't breathe. I stepped back. One looked up. Its face. Not human. Too long. Eyes empty. Skin stretched tight like damp paper. And its mouth stitched shut. Still, I heard it. Stay. A whisper inside my head. My legs trembled. I turned and ran. The forest didn't let me. Branches clawed at my arms. The fog thickened, wrapping around my chest. Whispers came from all sides. My name, my brother's name, words in languages I didn't know. I fell, rolled down an incline into a stream so cold it stole my breath. I crawled out, shivering, and there he was, Elijah, kneeling at the water's edge, pale, silent. "Eli?" I croaked. He didn't move. I reached out. His hand grabbed mine, ice cold, and I saw his eyes. Empty. Not dead. not alive, just hollow. Then he spoke. "They're in the roots. They feed on us." I screamed and tore away, running again. The forest warped. Paths curved back into themselves. Trees shifted when I blinked. I was in a labyrinth with no walls. I don't know how long I wandered. When I saw the lights, faint, distant, I ran toward them. I stumbled out of the trees into a ranger station, or what was left of it. Empty, rotten, overgrown. But the door creaked open. Inside, a radio crackled. A single word repeated. Inside, a radio crackled. A single word repeated in static. "Listen." I screamed until my voice gave out. They found me in the morning, curled in the ruins. I couldn't speak, couldn't explain. The forest let me go, but it left something inside me. Now I hear the whispers all the time, in trees, in water,